This week's active Amber Alert is on siblings Gage, Daniel, and Chloie Leverette. Chloie and Gage lived with their maternal grandparents, Leon, who was known as Bubba to his family and friends, and Molly McLaren, and they lived in Unionville, Tennessee. Chloie and Gage, who were half-siblings, loved living with their grandparents. They loved being outside and playing, and they loved being together, which is what they were last seen doing on September 23, 2012. A neighbor recalls seeing the siblings playing outside around 6:30 p.m. at their home on Kingdom Road, not knowing in 3 hours their lives would change forever. Around 9:30 p.m. that same evening, the house the siblings lived in with their grandparents was on fire. Local firefighters say it was one of the worst house fires they'd been to and burned so fast. Little did they know at the time Bubba had about 30 propane tanks in the basement. Some had ruptured, but neighbors never recalled hearing an explosion. Once they got the fire out, authorities sifted through the rubble and ashes that remained. They found the pet bird's ashes, the pet dog, and sadly Bubba and Molly's remains were found together in the basement, which raised a red flag for their daughter Cheryl, Chloie and Gage's mom. Once she heard about the fires, she raced over there. While the kids didn't live with her, she was a part of their lives. Cheryl found it odd her parents were found together in the basement because they slept in different rooms. So had they been in bed and the fire caused the floor to give out, they would have been in different parts of the basement. However, authorities thought perhaps the couple was down in the basement when the fire started and couldn't get out. It didn't raise red flags with authorities until after 5 days of sifting through what remained of the house, the children's remains were nowhere to be found. Authorities immediately issued an Amber Alert for Chloie and Gage. They also brought Cheryl in for questioning, and they gave her a polygraph test, which she passed. A decade later, and the children are still missing. There have been a few sightings of them, one in particular. A woman was at a restaurant and swore she saw Chloie. She even took a picture of the girl. Cheryl, the children's mother, confirmed it was Chloie. However, the photo was never released to the public, and authorities were unable to track the girl down. It is still an ongoing investigation, so no doubt TBI and detectives working the case keep tips and evidence to themselves, as they should. At the time of their disappearance on September 23, 2012, Chloie was 9 years old. She was 4'8" and weighed 75 pounds with brown hair and hazel eyes. Gage was 7 years old. He was 4 foot, weighed 50 pounds with brown hair and hazel eyes. Chloie would now be 20 years old, and this is an age progression photo of what is believed she would have looked like at 19 years old. And Gage would now be 18 years old, and this is an age progression photo of what is believed he would have looked like at 17 years old. Their Amber Alert remains active.
You know, the longer it gets, the more heartbreaking it is. People say time heals. It doesn't heal. It pacifies, but it doesn't heal.
If anyone has any information about Chloie and or Gage, please call the TBI at 1-800-824-3463. What do you think happened to Chloie and Gage? Let me know in the comments. Also, please make sure you're following our page. You give this video a like and you share it out so that we can continue to spread awareness.